So Nintendo just revealed the Switch 2. Yes, it's going to be called the Switch 2, and if you've been following the leaks, it looks pretty familiar, but this reveal trailer did give us some new insight and even showed us some more new stuff. Of course, the system is a good bit bigger. When you look at the system turned off, it looks like the bezels are really small, but when the system is actually turned on, you can tell that the bezels are a good bit thicker, sadly. The game they're showing playing here is not an old Mario Kart game, it's something completely new, but we'll talk about that more in just a minute. The Switch 2 sports a new color scheme. It's a nice all-black look with little accents of color. The colors are very reminiscent of the neon red and blue that we got with the original Switch, but to my eye, the red looks a little bit lighter and even a little bit orangier. And that right Joy-Con has a new additional button on it, and in all the leaks, that button has had the letter C on it, but oddly in this trailer, that button is completely blanked out. Will that button stay blank forever? I don't think so. I think that Nintendo is purposely just hiding what this button does because I think it's going to play a big role in what makes this system really unique, and they'll probably tell us more about it later. Continuing on with the Joy-Con, they now attach via magnets and they sort of snap in instead of sliding on like the old Joy-Con. And hiding on the rails of these new Joy-Con, there appears to be what looks like an optical sensor like what you'd see on a computer mouse. So you may be able to use these Joy-Con like a mouse. They even showed them on their side and moving much like how you'd use a mouse. But interestingly, this section also shows the Joy-Con in their new wrist straps. I do think they'll be able to be used like a mouse, but I don't know if you'll have to have them in the wrist straps to use them that way. We'll just have to see. The kickstand is sort of a redesign from the Switch OLED. It's now U-shaped, but it still leans all the way back. They also revealed that you'll be able to play all your old Switch games both physically and digitally on this new system. And speaking of games, they did show what appears to be a brand new Mario Kart game running on the Switch 2. We know it's a new Mario Kart game because the character models are different from what we've seen in the past. You can really tell if you look at Donkey Kong. He has a big redesign. To me, he kind of looks like how he does in the Mario movie. And it's hard to tell, but I also think that Peach may have been redesigned to appear like she does in the movie. We really only get a very short look at this new game, but we can assume that it's probably Mario Kart 9, and I would guess that it's probably going to be a launch title for the Switch 2. We don't know exactly when this system will be launched, but we do know that we'll be getting a full dedicated direct in early April, and if I had to guess at a release date, I would say it's probably going to be in the summertime, maybe late May or early June. We also don't know the price of the system, and we probably won't until that April Direct, so any information I can give you about pricing is just speculation based on leaks and rumors, but if I had to go with my gut, I'd say that this is probably going to be a $400 or $450 system. Kind of looking at this reveal trailer as a whole, it's just a bigger, better, sleeker Switch that may be disappointing to some, but you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Personally, I'm just super interested to find out what other games we're going to get on this system, and I want to know, are you planning on picking up a Switch 2 at launch, or are you going to wait a while? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.